He doesn't want to drive all the way to the house. I think it's every job that last year or something that made it this year last on Friday night or Sunday. But any service something have to recite a lot of these when we pass when there's but it's we got all the end of this of us fail it's not one year from the yeah. You know,
Good morning. I'm Dennis Akizuki. I'll be your chairperson for this morning's service. Before we begin, just a reminder, no food or drinks in the Hondo, please. Also, turn off your cell phones or put them on silent. I don't think we have anybody coming for the first time. Doesn't look like it. You're all familiar faces, so we will begin this morning's service with Sanbujo on page 24 in the large service book, followed by Sutra chanting Junirai on page 20 in the small Dharma school service book, and page 67 in the large service book.
Yakunyo suigatsu den yoro. Ichu seppo mumyoji. Koga chorai nirason. Ison besentumu akumyo. Yakumunyo nin akudoyu. Shushin shishin yohi son. Koga chorai nirason. Ison muryo benkyo. Mushoshu akujishiki. Wojo futai shibodai. Koga chorai midason. Gasetsu hison kudokuji. Shuzen muhen nyokai sui. Shoyakuzen gon. Shodosha. Eseishu.
Okay, please rise for the singing of Gatha. I'm a link in the golden chain, which I think is it says third, but I think it might be the second one in this yellow handout. I'm a link in the golden chain. Then that'll be followed by the three treasures, which is on page 3 in the small Dharma School service book.
Please open the page 3 on the smaller purple Dharma School book, Three Treasures. Hard is it to be born into human life? Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the first one? Now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope is there that we shall be free from suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of your way to enlightenment and awaken ourselves our spring will. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of your doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become tuned into accord in your harmony and in spirit your universal oneness, free from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of millions of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Thank you. Please be seated.
Good morning. Please join me in Gassho in reciting the Nembutsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Since the chairperson forgot to introduce me, I'm Dennis Akizuki. I'm a minister's assistant here at the Vetsuin. So welcome to everyone joining us here in the Hondo, happy Father's Day. It's the first day of our summer schedule, so it's a 10 a.m. service, and that'll continue until Dharma School resumes September 8th. So we have, I have some PowerPoint presentation. So there are a lot of symbols in our everyday lives. Some of them we know, some of them we don't know, and the ones we know, sometimes they have a deeper meaning for some people. So let's see the first slide. I call it symbols. Second one. Okay, what is this? Who knows what this is? Wisteria. So it's the Sagari Fuji. And what is it? What does it represent? Nishi Honganji, yeah, Nishi Honganji Ha, our sect of Buddhism. So, throughout history, I mean, like I said, symbols are important to people, right? So, at one point, what was this? If you're old, really old, what would this be? V for victory. So, during World War II, V for victory. But to a lot of younger people, what is this? Peace. And in Japan, it's like, we're going to take a picture, right? So let's get in, let's have the proper sign for that. So, just like, we all know stop sign, right? That's kind of a universal, at least in the United States, it's a universal red stop, right? We know what that means. And a traffic light, red light means stop, green light means go. There might be different things in different countries. So again, these are symbols we're all familiar with. And this symbol, as Shin Buddhists, we're familiar with. But other people, they may not have any idea what that is, right? So it's two wisteria blossoms hanging down. So it suggests, according to what I read, humility and sincere reverence to Amida Buddha, according to the BCA website. So let's go to the next slide. Okay, what's this? And what does it mean to you? So it's Dharma wheel, also known as Dharma chakra. This is more commonly known as a symbol of Buddhism, not just Jodo Shinshu, but all Buddhists, or a lot of them, I won't say all, but many of them use this as a symbol, right? And it dates back to kind of like some of the earliest days of Buddhism. And so when I was in Sunday school, Dharma school, as we knew, Sunday school as we knew it when I was young, we were told that, the 8 spokes represented the Noble Eightfold Path, right? I don't know if they still teach that in Dharma school, but that's one thing that kind of stuck with me. Okay, 1 spoke for each of the Noble Eightfold Path. Okay, so now it's going to get harder, and the ministers may know this, but let's see the next slide. What's this? Does anybody know what this is? Do the ministers know what this is? This is the crest of Otaniha, Higashi Honganji. So I wondered about this. So I said, okay, we showed the Nishi Honganji crest. So what's the Higashi crest? And this is what I found. And again, so this is a symbol, but we have no idea, as even, they're kind of like a sister sect to us. We have no idea, none of us had any idea what this was, right? So that's what I'm talking about. So, it's different symbols have different meanings, and some people don't even know the meaning of the symbol, right? You just see it and, it looks it's like a pattern, looks kind of interesting, but none of us knew what it was. So now we have the next slide. Anybody know what this is? It's the Buddhist flag. Did anybody know it? Somebody knew it, but did you even know there was a Buddhist flag? So this is a Buddhist flag, and considering Buddhism is like 2,600 years old, this flag was created fairly recently, 1885 in Sri Lanka. So the vertical bands, they're said to represent different things about Buddhism, right? And they're said to represent the aura that emanated from Buddha when he attained enlightenment. So kind of blue for the spirit of universal compassion, yellow for the middle way, red for the blessings of practice, white for purity of the Dharma, orange or sometimes scarlet for the wisdom of Buddhist teachings. And the last kind of band is like a compound of the other 5 and is the truth of Buddhist teachings. Now, actually, there are variants of this flag. Let's see the next slide. This is the Japanese version of the Buddhist flag, and I'm not sure what the different colors mean in that. So again, it represents something, but unless you know what it represents, it means nothing to you, right? If you see this flag, oh, kind of interesting, kind of a rainbow flag. What does it mean? Don't know. So again, different things have different meanings to people, right? So if I walk down the street sometimes, as I do, with a Cal hat, C-A-L, because I went to the University of California, Berkeley, Cal. Sometimes I've walked past somebody and somebody says, "Go Bears." Okay, so to that person, right, it's not just the university, it's they either went there or they're maybe a fan of the football team or the basketball team. And so in that greeting, which you would reply, "Go Bears," you make a connection, right? So that symbol means different things to people. Cal, some people might just think it's short for California, which it is, but it also represents the institution, the University of California, Berkeley. So the last slide. Anybody know what this is? Yes, well, it's actually, this particular one is called Pride Love. It's a quilt block to celebrate pride and show support for the LGBTQ community. So this is Pride Month, which celebrates lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender pride. Began after Stonewall riots in New York City in 1969, which kind of touched off the LGBTQ liberation movement. And this block was created by someone named Barine Campbell and is featured on her Etsy store. Who here has noticed that this is here in the Hondo? Okay, a lot of you have not. Look behind you. Look towards the door, left of the door. There it is. And it's been there for months, right? So it was made by a member of our Sangha. I'm not going to name the person because I didn't talk to the person ahead of time to say I was going to be talking about this, but made that one and enough to put in Dharma school classrooms. And then wrote an article about it that appeared in the May issue of our newsletter. So if you want to read that, why this person did that, you could read that article. I'll kind of summarize that. And 3 things stood out. 3 things were pointed out. First, this person came to a service not too long ago, first service, and was struck by the golden chain. The quote was, the golden chain, quote, "beautifully conveyed principles I'd always held close and have hoped to instill in my child as well," unquote. Second was the expression that we accept everyone as they are. And the third thing was Reverend Jones's Dharma talk that Sunday, which talked about inclusion across all communities, races, perceived differences. So this person thought this was great, but this person noticed, there wasn't really anything that expressed that in a symbol here. I mean, whereas at Wesley has some signs that with a message of inclusion. And this person also learned that the Buddhist Church of Oakland had a huge flag outside of the temple. But again, the Betz one didn't have anything similar. So they were moved to do something. And that actually also occurred after we had a showing of a movie, A Profound Silence. Did some of you see that? It's kind of a movie about LGBTQ members of sanghas, and the experiences, sometimes very difficult experiences that they've had, even within temples that say we accept everyone as they are. So she wrote this, or they wrote this, quote, "My heart ached during the screening and resulting conversations, knowing that not everyone has felt as welcome or safe as I had within the Buddhist community and/or in their temple. I knew I wanted that to change. I wanted all who spoke that day to know they were heard. I didn't want the conversations we had after the film to end in the annex. I knew I wanted to see clear, continued, and consistent actions that further reinforced the inclusive and empathetic message of the Golden Chain. The invitation to come as you are, and the Dharma talk I had heard months earlier." So their response was to create that and share that with us. And they went on to write, quote, "I hope that they serve as a visual affirmations and to start conversations necessary to ensure all members, families, visitors, and guests are met with compassion and acceptance, and we are all able to come together confidently and comfortably just as they are." So that's a pretty wonderful sentiment. So some of you may know we had kind of like open temple at Nikkei Matsuri, right? And hundreds of people came in to look at the temple, talk, ask questions, and I talked to a few people. And one person I was talking to specifically pointed out the quilt and said when they saw the quilt, they thought, okay, this is a good place for me. This is I'm welcome here. So again, symbols. You see, some people see that just as the rainbow heart. Some see that as pride love. Some people see that as that's a sign you're welcome here, that you're safe here, that we do accept you as they are. So again, different symbols have different meanings to different people, and I think we have to recognize that. And I think, when we say we accept everyone as they are, I think we have to realize that we have to do more than say it. We have to act on it. We have to show it, and things like that. So I think we can learn from this example, from Pride Love. In addition to, again, accepting people as they are, we really have to act. We have to show. And I think in this instance, Pride Love is a symbol of that kind of acceptance. So please join me in Gassho on reciting the Nembutsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you very much. Please rise now for Gatha Ondokusan II, which is on page 76 in the small Dharma School service book.
Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Thank you. Please be seated.
Are there any announcements?
Good morning. So since the chairman failed to thank our speaker, M.A. Dennis Akizuki, I will thank Dennis for his meaningful talk. I do appreciate the message. It's a great message for Father's Day. So for Obon this year, we're very pleased to have an expanded presence for our LGBTQ community. The Minanomura group will be also joined by the Billy DeFrank Center, the South Beach Queer and Asian, which has sort of rejuvenated itself and come back, and San Jose PFLAG API group. So we would like to have some volunteers to help us man that booth. The three external organizations will provide their manpower and they will be in the booth. But if anybody could help us out in the Minanomura booth, that would be really appreciated. You can contact me or Elaine Jones as well. You can contact me at mjones@sjbetswing.org. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Phyllis Sugimoto, and I am part of the San Jose BWA organization. And I wanted to let you all know that BWA is part of the Coast District, BWL, and we are hosting the 47th BCA FBWA conference that will be held here at the Doubletree Hotel and at the Betsuin in October 4th through 6th of this year. It's only 3 months away. So I wanted to let you know that the theme is Ichigo Ichie, which we have interpreted as each precious moment, a precious treasure. You do not need to be a BWA member to attend. Okay, in addition to having opening and closing services, we are offering 6 different workshops. However, you can only pick 2. But just to let you know an example of some of the workshops we have, one of them are 2 sessions led by Dr. Paula Arai, who has her PhD in Buddhist studies. We have an LGBTQ session, which is moderated by Reverend Jones. We have an Open Doors and Open Minds, which is moderated by Bishop Harada. We also have a calligraphy class, a card making class, and soul line dancing. So you have your choice of what kind of session you'd like to attend. Our keynote speakers are the retired minister, Reverend Motoyoshi, and Colleen Hanabusa, who is the former Hawaii Congresswoman. Registration is $300. The deadline is October 1st. However, if you want your choice of workshops, I highly recommend you get the registrations in as soon as possible. Please see the website fbwaconference.org, which actually Rinban Sakamoto set up, so it has a lot of information about the conference. I'll also be after this service in the garden if you have any questions to ask. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Gilbert. I want to expand what Michael just said. We have an open temple during Obon, and we have, for years, we have a good team of greeters. And in the past, the greeter has been coming from our Tuesday evening Dharma class. But this year, we decided to invite people not in the class also come volunteer as a greeter. And last week we decided we're going to make a greeter more recognizable. So we encourage everybody to wear Hawaiian shirts, and we have a special tags. So we welcome everybody to join us. Or if you have anybody in the home, you want to train them to be more sociable, this is a good opportunity. Please let me know. Our committee, Kevin and the Kimiko, we are the committee. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Rinban Sakamoto, Reverend Mikame, Reverend Jones, Minister's Assistant Sumi Tanabe, Organist Michael Yoshihara, AV Tech Brandon Uenaka. Thank you for everyone for attending this morning's service. Please join us for refreshments out in the garden. Thank Mitoshi and Emmy for the refreshments this morning. And we'll now have closing Gassho.
Jumin Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Please come up for incense offering. And thank you again for attending this morning. Happy Father's Day.